Hey guys, it's Edwin here, and today I want to talk about self-abandonment and why you are abandoning yourself in life. You see, when we are discarded or when we are dumped in a relationship, we feel that someone has left us or abandoned us. And we have thoughts like, how could they abandon me in the middle of the night? How could they abandon me for someone else? And we mostly think of abandonment as being emotionally or physically dumped by another person. But that's not even the case, because the thing is, you abandoned yourself a long time ago. By sticking to that relationship and trying to make it work, you are ignoring your own needs and emotions. By sacrificing your boundaries and your values, you are already abandoning yourself. By constantly going out of your way and trying to make them happy, you are turning your back on yourself. By hiding your emotions and needs so that you could not like upset your partner, you are further rejecting yourself. Those are just some of the common examples of self-abandonment when you are in a toxic relationship, where your partner takes the center stage of your life in front of your own. So the abandonment didn't start with your partner leaving you. The abandonment started with you abandoning your needs in that relationship or as you live your life. So, what is self-abandonment? Self-abandonment is when you ignore your own needs, emotions, wants, and values. It's this self-destructive habit where you may find yourself prioritizing other people's feelings and needs or problems in front of your own. You may even feel that you are not worthy enough to take care of yourself and that your stuff doesn't matter. And when you abandon yourself, you get easily swayed by other people and you even dismiss your personal needs in order to make them happy. Self-abandonment also happens when we are experiencing an emotion that needs our attention, but we choose to distract ourselves or ignore it as a form of getting a temporary relief from those painful emotions. Because it's painful, we ignore it. So we are abandoning the actual emotion. And the thing is, you can choose to distract yourself with social media, binge eating, drinking, or just any other form of distraction that is relieving to you. The distraction can be unhealthy or healthy. It's more of just disengaging yourself in the present moment in favor of a temporary soothing that dulls that pain. And the thing is, self-abandonment keeps us from authentically reaching out to the core of our being. And as time goes by, we feel so alienated from our true emotions and feelings. Because there is this distance which grows. The more you ignore them, the more distance grows between your true emotions and how you live your present life. So that's self-abandonment. So, what are some of the examples of self-abandonment in your life? The first one is people pleasing. This is where you just do anything to make others happy or to please them, even if it means breaking your back or dismissing all your needs. You always say yes without even giving a second thought of how it makes you feel or of how you feel about it or of how it affects you emotionally, physically, or mentally. You just do it to please them or to make them happy. The second one is suppressing your emotions. When you abandon yourself, you lose touch with your true emotions and you even cast them aside. You may choose to distract yourself with, of course, some unhealthy coping mechanisms or healthy like alcoholism or keeping yourself busy with work. And you may also distract yourself with something which you think is good for you. Like most of the time you may binge watch like YouTube videos or find yourself spending day and night in social media, burying yourself with content or information on trauma or toxic relationship, thinking that you are learning, but you are escaping from the true feelings you are experiencing. I'm not saying that there is a problem with learning, but it becomes a problem if your learning is just an accumulation of knowledge as you seek to distract yourself from your emotions. That's still part of suppressing your emotions. You can also suppress your emotions because you think that they are not valid or you don't need to be feeling that way. That's also part of suppressing your emotions. The third one is hiding your true self. This is where you avoid expressing your thoughts, feelings, or opinions with other people. You just feel that your goals, your interests, or even your dreams do not matter. you will find yourself blending in instead of giving your selfish needs priority in your life. The fourth one is where you completely ignore your needs. When you abandon yourself, you don't even care about yourself anymore. You choose to ignore your self-care because you feel that you are not worthy of self-care and that your own self-care is not valid. The fifth one is harsh self-criticism. This is where you become so hard on yourself and you are constantly on the lookout for how faulty and flawed you are. You might find yourself saying hurtful and mean things about yourself because you feel that that's what you deserve. You may call yourself stupid, you deserve the pain, you don't deserve anything in life. It's just being like your own worst jury and judge. The other one is perfectionism. This is where you have high expectations for yourself and you'll never feel that you are enough, or you'll never even feel that your efforts are enough, however much you try. The last one is when you lack boundaries. This is where you let other people walk over you and take advantage of you as they wish without even raising your voice or raising your hand or feeling the need to defend yourself. So those are some of the common examples of how you abandon yourself in life. So what causes self-abandonment? Self-abandonment is a coping mechanism which is mostly developed or mostly learned from childhood as a result of being raised in an environment where you were invalidated, abused, emotionally neglected by the people close to you. The people close to you may be probably your parents or your caregivers. And when someone is raised in this kind of chaotic or unpredictable or an abusive environment, they are not able to learn about their emotions or to learn about themselves or to even learn how to care for themselves in times of discomfort, how to care for themselves when they are having these uncomfortable feelings. So as a result, they may also develop beliefs that they are unworthy of love or they are unlovable. And the thing is, when you are a child, you are a very fragile being and you are fully dependent on your caregivers for physical, emotional, and mental safety and comfort. So when you live in these kind of chaotic environments, you will learn unhealthy coping mechanisms like hiding your feelings or ignoring your feelings so as to maintain your peace at that moment, or so as to survive that chaotic environment. And with these survival mechanisms you've developed, you just now end up choosing to totally ignore your feelings or to even normalize abandoning yourself as part of life. So you now end up carrying these feelings of unworthiness or feeling unlovable to adulthood. And when you find yourself in a toxic relationship, the self-abandonment you're carrying yourself from the past now becomes self-abandonment 2.0. You may choose to abandon yourself as a survival mechanism when you are in a toxic relationship so that you can avoid conflict, maintain peace, or avoid angering your partner. It's also a place where you are constantly emotionally abused and verbally tortured to the point where you feel that your thoughts, opinions, and feelings don't matter. Because the thing is, when you are constantly shut down by someone who you trust or someone who you possibly love, your system shuts down so that it can protect you. And a toxic partner may have also probably ridiculed your needs, desires, self-care, and anything you like. So as a result of them ridiculing it, you choose to ignore them. So it means that you will end up developing further beliefs that you are unworthy of love and even caring for your own needs. And those needs do not even matter. The needs that matter are just those of your partner so that you can maintain peace. That's why when you don't heal, you may find yourself self-abandoning even long after you've left that toxic relationship. That's because the seeds were planted a long time ago. And now your toxic ex watered them and added manure through their constant psychological tortures. And now after you've left that relationship, they might be now flowering and affecting the way you live your life presently. And they might be now manifesting through your current self-abandonment. This is because all those actions or all those ways which people treated you in the past, the people you trusted, develop those subconscious beliefs, and those subconscious beliefs are now what run your life and dictate your emotions and actions. even long after you've physically left that relationship. You might have physically left those people you cared about who mistreated you, but the thing is, their actions dictate your beliefs, and those beliefs are what's in your head, which is those beliefs are now which are things which are now running the show behind the scenes. And that's why you may find yourself neglecting your own needs. So how do you deal with self-abandonment? The thing is, self-abandonment is a learned behavior, which means it's a good thing, because the fact that you can learn it means that you can also unlearn it or rewire them. To cope with self-abandonment, you have to build a healthier and loving relationship with yourself. So the questions you may ask yourself are these, like, what can you do in this present life that will help you build a loving relationship with yourself? Is it taking full responsibility of your life? Is it taking care of yourself completely? Is it seeking help to address your past hurts? Is it giving all your time and energy to finding yourself? Is it taking a digital break to just do some self-reflection? Or is it learning about the miserableness of the narcissist? Or is it spending time online looking for another relationship? You can really ask yourself those thought-provoking questions as you seek to take you back. Because the thing is, no one is coming to save you from yourself. A healthy or a loving relationship with yourself means that you trust yourself completely and you are putting your needs as a top priority, even if it feels forced at first, because you're not used to it. You're not used to taking care of yourself. You can force it at first, and then later on you'll normalize it. The thing is, no matter where you go, you can never run away from yourself, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's having those uncomfortable feelings. You can never run away from yourself, because running away from yourself, you're still with yourself. You are born by yourself, you sleep by yourself, and you even die by yourself. You are like the closest thing that will ever come close to you. That's why you've got to do what it takes to regain the trust in yourself. Be kind on yourself and just accept yourself for who you are. This is, of course, not the easiest thing to do, because our emotional baggage is still running the show behind the scenes. But the thing is, the hardness and the uncomfortableness of something should not prevent us from doing it. In fact, it should be like a challenge to us. And when you are deeply passionate about it and really want to live, you'll always find a way. There's one last thing I want you to understand here. Look at this finding a way or finding yourself as more like a matter of life and death. Because in a way, when we abandon ourselves, we are dead in some sense. Because we are living other people's lives. We are living the way we want other people to see us. And we are also living our past life. So we are ignoring our present life, but we are living from the eyes of the past, or we are living from the eyes of other people. And that's not life at all. So that's something worth meditating on, and it can really be freeing. I hope you find these provoking and informative, guys. Until next time, feel free to share, subscribe, and comment. And as always, use all this information with caution, because it comes from my own thoughts and my own research. Until next time, see ya.